So, hey guys, Chaucer here. So yeah, we finally got the official announcement for the upcoming Sugo-Fest, Super Sugo-Fest, called Celebrating the Long Voyage. And yeah, it will debut the new Super Sugo-Fest exclusive Luffy, Law and Kid. And the way I want to describe this event on Global is that it will be the worst of both worlds. Basically, what's happening on Global now is that in the lead up to the sync between JP and Global, Global is starting to lose its unique Sugos. Like Global, most of the time, have gotten better variants of JP Sugos. We've got used to it, and it just feels hard to accept now when that reality is going to go away. Like it will feel better, like when we're getting the content at the same time as JP, that we get the same Sugos, but 4 months later, like when we know what's coming, that we know that in just like 4 months we're getting a new year Super Sugo-Fest, where we might be able to pull Yamato as well as new Super Sugo-Fest exclusives. Then a JP step up Sugo like this just isn't that hype. And yeah, what makes the matter worse is that only part 1 drops on the 11th of September and part 2 drops a day later. So personally, that really sucked for me because part 1 drops on Sunday for me. I have all day. I have planned to just play OPTC all day, do some pulls, have fun. But now instead it actually starts on Monday because, spoiler alert, you shouldn't pull on part 1. Now instead it basically starts on Monday, and Monday for me is insane. I have like no time, so yeah, that really made me feel a bit down. But yeah, it's not like this is a hype event anyway in the way it's structured. Where I want to start though is with the sales, because this is what I mean by worst of both worlds. Like if we take the best of both worlds, it will be the global Sugos and the JP gem sales. And the worst of both worlds will be JP, Sugos, and global gem sales. And we're getting the worst. We're getting the JP Sugo-Fest, not buffer global, no all red multis, no 1 gem multis, no amazing step ups. Same as JP, pretty damn mediocre. And the sales are classic global like. First, this is better than the usual global gem sales. Super Sugo sales are the best on global, so like even if these are disappointing, it's the best we get on global. So I will end up buying most of these because yeah, I buy gems regularly, I plan to pull regularly, I will go hard on like the Toki Sugo-Fest and such. So it still makes no sense to not buy these, and then when Toki comes like, oh now I need to buy gems, let's buy these much worse deals when I could have just bought these. So yeah, I'll end up buying most of them anyway. But yeah, it really sucks because out of the Super Sugo-Fest sales we've had so far, this is easily the worst. A big reason for that is that they've deleted the 300 gem pack, which was a very good deal if you were a spender really. So that really sucks, that's a big blow. We also get some 95 and 65 gem deals. If these are good or not depends on pricing, we'll know that tomorrow. Like if this 95 gem deal costs the same as the 110 gem deal, that's a joke, because like all you get is a limited ticket from like January 2020. Like that's not a good ticket. That ticket is not worth 15 gems, I'd say. But if the 95 gem pack is priced like a 75 gem pack, then it's fine. And like I don't know about the 65 gem pack. Like is it priced like the 38 gem pack? Then the 65 gem pack is pretty solid. So yeah. Otherwise, the way it works with these gem sales, like usually you start from the bottom and go up, basically. One thing to note is that there's also special gem sales for flags. And these sales for flags or scrolls for Rumble, They are usually pretty good priced as well and can be worth purchasing even if you don't care about the flags. But yeah, that's something you have to do on your own, like compare prices, like just check how much one gem costs in each pack and you can prioritize from there. But as I said, personally, like this sale lasts until middle of October, so I'll slowly buy most of them. Like the last one to buy is these 110 gem packs, most likely. Like we'll have to see, like it varies a bit for every time with pricing, so just check how much one gem costs in every pack and prioritize from there. This 10 gem rainbow pack should be $1, €1. For me it's like 10-11 kroner, so yeah, that's fine. And yeah, just these limit break mats for the specific legends, they are rarely that worth it. I've never really bought them myself. I did buy them once. It was when they messed up V2 Nami limit break pack, so it cost like it cost, I don't remember the specifics, but they messed up, so I got extra gems for that, so that was cool. But yeah, let's focus a bit on the Sugos now. But yeah, pretty disappointing gem sales. I was not happy to wake up to that. I was looking forward to my 300 gem pack, but in the end, it's Super Sugo sales. It will be worth it if you're a spender on global regularly. Like, it's still better to spend on this than spend on like any gem sale up until New Year. New Year is when we get the next Super Sugo sales. Let's talk a bit about the parts. As said, it's literally identical to JP, as I've said before. And yeah, part 1 drops by itself in less than 24 hours now, and then the other parts drop a day later. And yeah, many will be tempted by part 1 obviously, but part 1 is not worth it for most people. I'd say the only reason to pull on part 1 is like either you're a complete noob, you have like no units at all, like then it's fine, go for it, it doesn't really matter where you pull. But like if you're somewhat of a vet to have like most legends and such, like the only reason to pull here is that you have decided that you will keep pulling until you get 1 copy of Luffy, 1 copy of Law, 1 copy of Kid. If you've decided that and you plan to stick to it, then part 1 is fine because you can YOLO on it. Like if you look at the step ups, 20th pull is a guaranteed Super Sugo-Fest only character, so you can get one of the 3 new ones, or Roger and Odin. And then you can continue on to 30th multi, and you can get a new Super Sugo-Fest only character there too. So like if you go all out here, you have a decent chance to get 2 of the Super Sugo exclusive characters. And then you can just move to one specific part to get the remaining one. That's like best case scenario, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to do that in that case. But as I said, it's only if you plan to go for all 3. Then it's arguably okay, like you can make a case for it. Otherwise, no, this is awful. Like the 7th pull on my 10th sound, like 7 times chance. But yeah, it's not that great really. Like normal chance is 5%, so it ends up being like 35% chance. Like yeah, it's not bad, but it's not like an amazing step up. What really makes these steps bad, like if you have many steps with like guaranteed Sugo Rare character, like it might sound good, like Sugo Rare is a legend by the way, plus Super Sugo-Fest legend. That might sound good, but like think that means you can pull any legend in the game, so overall rate will be pretty low, even if it does have rate boost, so it's still a bit better chance to get like Luffy, Law and Kid and such, but not that great in the end. And yeah, I'm not said it so far, but if you do like JP, then Law, Luffy and Kid here will combine into 0.5% rate together. And that's the same rate they have individually on part 2, 3, and 4. So there's not a better chance to get a new legend on part 1. It's the same rate, it's just that it's split between 3 units. And yeah, what could make me pull on part 1 personally is if they buff the rates for Luffy, Law, and Kid. Like if they made it like 0.2% rate each, so 0.6% together, I'd probably go here, personally. Like it's better rate, and like the one I like the most here is Kid, but I can live with getting any of them, so I'd probably pull here if they did that, but I'm assuming 0.5% together, and if that's the case, just skip this. Part 2, like you can check most info for yourself, like it's the same as the AP, same steps, same info, same everything. They've started adding all the characters available now, which is nice, and yeah, I did a quick glance and it looks same as the AP, so I've mostly been looking at part 3 since, part 4, since that's where I'll do most of my pulls, since it has Kid and V2 Vivian Rebecca, and yeah, that's just the 2 I want the most, so I might YOLO a bit and do a few pulls. I won't go for the guaranteed, but yeah, doing more than 2 is probably the case. What to note about part 2 is that on the second multi of each part you get one of the new anniversary rare recruits. They are only available once per year on the JP anniversary. And they're all pretty solid, like Reiju is really good, Rebecca is pretty good, Shiroshi is kind of meh, but they all have great support too that can give color affinity for their color and change orb to matching for the unit using the special. So very cool support, you want them just for that. And they also double up as treasure map boosters for the upcoming treasure map in like a week. And yeah, it's interesting because this Super Sugo-Fest is basically a treasure map Sugo. Like this is usually when we get the treasure map Sugo and we get the treasure map boosters here. So yeah, it's a glorified treasure map Sugo in a case. So, and it's a good treasure map Sugo because you get all 3 treasure map boosters in 240 multis guaranteed. So in that way, it's an amazing Sugo. So I won't complain about that. And yeah, one last thing I want to mention is about Sugo rare characters here. Like, remember that normally on Sugos we have 10 legends, 5% rate. On these step ups, that would mean that each leg has a 10% chance. But since this is 30 legends on each part, that means that each leg has a 3.3% chance. So like even if I lack 2 legends on this part, Kid and V2 Vivian Rebecca, I only got a 6.6% chance to pull them on these guaranteed legend step-ups. And like on a normal Sugo, if I only lack Kid, I'd have a higher chance of getting Kid. He'd be at 10% here. So yeah, it's a shame that they have quite a few Sugo character step-ups, and let's not talk about these trash step-ups, like these are the worst. You can't even call these step-ups, like, yeah, complete trash. It's a shame that there's so few limited pools, because these are like the actual ones. And like, super limited pool is actually good since only 8 units. And for me on part 4 I lack 2, so that's like 25% chance. That's a very good odds. So I definitely go to the 7th at least. And yeah, 10th, like it's weird, but they have like a worse pool on the 10th than on the 7th. But yeah, I think it's like 10 units there. I can't bother to check. But yeah, if you continue past 7, you're basically going for 25. And yeah, like it's up to you if you want to go for that. I'm fine waiting for these, like Luffy, no reason to pull now. Like you get him when you get him. I can understand if people want to go for Law, super good, easily the best unit of these, but I think Kid is the most fun and unique, and I like fun and unique. If I want to use Law, I'll just leech him as a friend captain. But yeah, that's my analysis. This is not really a should you pull or not video, just my thought about this event. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty down, like I said, worst of both worlds. Not much to be hyped about, but still, we're moving on towards the sync in the new year. That's what really makes me hype, since yeah, we'll finally get new content together with JP, and sadly it will probably mean that we get JP Sugos from now on, but at least we get them together with JP, so it's fine in that case. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.